Welcome to Kathryn Raaker's World. Innovation, culture, adventure, fashion and health, artists, destinations, traditions. This is Kathryn Raaker's World.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of Kathryn Raaker's World, and let's just talk our syndicated TV show and our syndicated radio show. I have the honor of introducing Olympics expert Ken Hanscom. He's a nationally recognized ultimate insider, providing the knowledge to Olympic goers on everything from travel, ticketing, event venues, open, closed ceremonies, lodging, and local transportation, hospitality houses, corporate sponsorships, client entertainments, and tips and more. In his very popular blog, Road to Paris 2024, on his Facebook group called Paris 2024 Olympics Planning and Preparation, which has nearly 50,000 followers worldwide. He advises both the budget-friendly and the luxury Olympic goer, some with budgets of over $1 million, as he has attended the Olympics in London, Rio, Pyeongchang, and will be on the ground enjoying Paris in 2024. I want to welcome you to our show. There's just so much there. It'll be up on the website. So anyhow, how did you ever get involved? What started your career?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, in terms of the Olympics, I just decided to go to London in 2012, roughly 30 days before the event. It seemed impossible, and ultimately, I just started putting everything together, and it came together, and I had, just 10 glorious days there watching fantastic Olympic sports and really enjoying it.
That's unreal. Why are you most excited? I love Paris anyhow. What are you most excited about the Paris 2024 Summer Olympics?
I think what the most exciting thing about it is for Paris is, yes, like you said, Paris is a wonderful town, wonderful food, wonderful, lots of things about it, great wine. But it's, we've missed both Tokyo and Beijing in terms of fans being able to attend. So what I'm excited about is being back in stadiums with fans at an Olympics, cheering on the athletes of their country, and hopefully seeing Team USA take home a whole bunch of gold medals.
I do too. I mean, I love Summer Olympics. I love both of them, but I love Summer Olympics because of gymnastics and everything else. So
that's my favorite too.
It is my favorite. So why has there been so much anticipation? I think you answered that question in Paris for 2024. What is happening at this Olympics that is different or more special than some of the others?
Yeah, there's for opening ceremony, it's going to be the first time it's been done outside of a stadium. And so, as you can imagine, going down the Seine, there's going to be performers during the opening ceremony, roughly over 100 boats carrying all of the delegations there to the actual cauldron, or where they will light the flame. And ultimately, the U.S. will be the second to last team to come in, because we'll be looking forward towards the end of the Olympics of the handover from Paris to LA as we look towards 2028. So that's going to be, I think, very different. And another difference is you have some iconic venues, right? You're going to see fencing in the Grand Palace. You're going to have equestrian in the Palace of Versailles. So some just extremely, what I would say, just amazing venues and experiences that you can have.
What are hospitality houses? Are they open to anyone and everyone?
Yeah, this is one of the secrets that most people who have not gone to Olympics Games know about, is that almost every country, and actually I think there's going to be, not every country, but there's going to be 40 of them this year in Paris. And each country does something where they generally open it to public. It's probably about 75% open to public, 25% not. But they basically want you to experience the culture. So what they'll do is they have special food, they have special shows, they'll have things about tourism in the country. And in some cases, they bring athletes in to be celebrated as they win medals. So it's a big part of the Olympic experience, where you can go and meet people from other countries, learn about additional cultures, and enjoy multicultural food as well.
Is it ever possible to meet the athletes?
It's surprisingly possible. You will sometimes just be walking across the street and you will see a former Olympian or gold medal winner. I mean, I remember in Rio just walking through the Olympic Park, walking next to Aaron Pearsall, one of our great backstrokers, and running into Shannon Miller, who won the all-around gold for us. So those experiences happen all the time in a place like Paris and at the Olympics.
And that's like you said, you may be walking down the street and saying something, and that's exciting to be able for the fans. Absolutely, with the selfie or whatever. What tickets should be bought in advance, and what tickets can be bought when you arrive?
Yeah, I think if there's a big event that you really want to go to, let's call it the team gymnastics final, or maybe it's the gold medal basketball game where you hope to see Team USA win the gold medal. Those are the types of ones that you want to buy in advance. But you're a more casual sport watcher, I think there's going to be options almost every single day that you can enjoy that will come up. I think one of the things we see sometimes is we see an athlete who no one knew about just comes onto the global stage, wins unexpectedly, and sometimes there's the opportunity to follow them there on the ground once you're there.
Do fans go back to watch even if their favorite team isn't winning when the competitions take place over the few days?
I think that's where some of those opportunities come up, is that sometimes maybe your team advances and another team doesn't. And so now you get into situations where people either want to swap tickets or other things. So yes, some people will continue to follow the teams, especially if it's a favorite sport of theirs, but oftentimes that leads to opportunities to potentially trade tickets with other people too.
My question to you is,
Yeah.
Are you available during the Olympics to do a radio or television show on Zoom?
Absolutely.
Good, because I want to invite you back since I can't come. Okay.
Yeah.
This would be an opportunity for me and all of my audience all over the world, by the way, to be able to give them the updates. That would be awesome.
I would absolutely love to do that.
I would too. So tell us about your blog and Facebook group and what types of info do you provide and share in these online communities?
Yeah, ultimately, I started a Facebook group because it seemed very difficult to people I talked to figure out how to go, figure out all the planning between your flights and your hotel and your Airbnb, and which metro stations are going to be closed, and how do you schedule this event over these 17 days. And so I just wanted a place where a community could come to get advice from other Olympic travelers, other Olympic fans. And so it's really grown and exploded, I think, for Paris specifically. In Tokyo, we had about 5,000 in the group, and the Paris group now is just north of 50,000. I wouldn't be surprised if it'd be 75,000 people, most of which who are planning to be in Paris for the Olympic Games.
Wow. So in your corporate role,
Yeah.
you are a COO of TicketManager. Can you tell us about that company, what you do, and the types of companies you service? And are you actually basically, I used to be a travel agent. Is it a bigger role than a travel agent? It sounds like it.
Yeah, what we really do is we help large brands, whether it's a Coca-Cola or an Anheuser-Busch or about 600 other corporations, manage all their travel and hospitality assets. For example, you may have tickets to football, baseball, the Olympics, World Cup across the world, and it can be challenging to manage all those. We provide both software and services that make that easy, so those companies know that they're getting the most out of that investment that they're making to drive business.
That makes a lot of sense. Are events like the Olympics big business for companies as well? And why do they spend so much on them?
I think just like we love Olympics, I think companies look at that as a massive opportunity to also bring their guests, bring their best customers, and create those memorable experiences, right? Whether it's the Super Bowl, whether it's Formula One, or whether it's the Olympics, companies spend a lot of money on both sponsorships and bringing their best guests, their best customers to these events, because it gives them opportunity one-on-one to create memorable experiences and build those relationships.
Okay, let's talk about when the Olympics start, because the trials are going on right now. Am I correct?
That's right. I actually just got back from gymnastics trials this morning. So the Olympics themselves start. There's a couple events that happen before the opening ceremony, but the opening ceremony is on Friday, July 26th. And it runs through basically Sunday, August 11th.
And so every day you're at the Olympics, right? yourself.
That's right. Every single day. I show up a week early and I leave a few days after.
Wow, that's wonderful. I've covered a lot of things because I've lived in Singapore, Turkey, all over the place over the years. So I got to actually, I can share this with you. I got to be a judge in the Miss Singapore contest in Singapore. So that was pretty exciting.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I love that kind of stuff. So, you know, I think owning your own company, and it sounds like you have a few people working for you too, right?
Yeah, we have we're about 150 employees.
Wow, that's great. I have to congratulate you. How can our audiences find out more about the Olympics and follow you online? That's number one. And number two is it's not too late to book a trip for the Olympics.
Yeah, so let's start with the too late to book a trip. I have a friend who waits until 3 days before the Olympics starts to book anything. And he's done that since London. So that tells you that there's going to be flights available, there'll be hotels available, and there'll be tickets available. Not everyone can handle that level. I would be a stress case myself if I did that. But yeah, it's even today, it's not too late to go to Paris 2024 if that's something you want to do. And you know, if you follow me, whether on X, it's Ken Hanscom, one word, or via my Facebook group, which is if you search for 2024 Paris preparation and planning, that's another great way to get connected and figure out how to put your trip together quickly.
I am going to put this on as soon as possible. And I use one of the best, and it's called yournews.com. And if you're not registered on there and you're not posting stuff on there, and it's free.
Absolutely.
It's got a million views, a million and more.
Wow. Awesome. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I can't thank you enough for joining me today on Kathryn Raaker's World, our syndicated TV show, and Let's Just Talk, our syndicated radio show. So thank you. I'm so excited about the Olympics. I love the Olympics. And I think so many people are so excited at this year. And in the Los Angeles one is in 4 more years or 2 more years?
4 more years in 2028. So we're also getting excited for that one too.
That's pretty exciting. So the Winter Olympic, didn't they used to do 2 years? How have they changed that before we end?
Yeah, so it is every 2 years. So in 2026, we'll have Milano Cortina in Italy. That's what will happen in 2026.
Maybe I should go to that one.
Cortina, if you've been to Cortina before, if not, it is one of the most magical places you will ever go to. I went there for the first time last summer just to see some of the sites and some of the places where the games are going to be taking place. It is a magical town.
Well, I can save up for it. How about that? That'll give me time.
Appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much. And
thank you so much.
And have a wonderful day. And like I said, give your websites again, please.
Absolutely. Okay, my websites again is Medium Road to Paris 2024, and on Facebook it's going to be the Paris 2024 Planning and Preparation.
Thank you so much for joining me today on Kathryn Raaker's World, and Let's Just Talk. See you soon.
Thank you, Kathryn. Bye-bye.